Good morning.
Hey guys, what's up? It's YellowMotion here and welcome to this trailer analysis video of our one and only Nina Williams. Yes, that's right, the fatal bride of Tekken 7 has been revealed, one of Tekken's first iconic characters since the beginning of the franchise, and also one of the first real Tekken characters since the reveal of Kazumi Mishima back in June 2015.
Going somewhere?
And well, what do you know, just literally several hours before her reveal on the World Wide Web, I actually tweeted this image of her in her white bikini from Death by Degrees, and said to you guys that the wait is almost over. Well, how did I know this? It's better if some things just stayed as a mystery, but I'll come on that topic at the end of the video. And those who follow me on Twitter know that I've been talking about this for quite some time now. And well, what do you know guys, here she is, finally in the flesh, Nina Williams kicking ass, and looking more badass, deadly and sexy than ever before. And this time she's back as the fatal bride, starting off with her new looks. She just looks gorgeous in the new bloody torn up wedding dress. A real badass silent assassin with lots of tricks and surprises up her sleeve. But since this is her new default for Tekken 7 Fated Retribution, like the rest of the roster, I'm also looking forward to her other default costume as well. You know, the traditional purple designed outfits that she's always had throughout the series, that make the color and the outfit a trademark for her in the franchise. This just makes everything so much more awesome because her wedding dress already tells a story to me. Just look at it. It's a bit bloody, teared up, and obviously to me she was prepared in some way for something of an event or someone, who knows. And you know, most of the time with these reveal trailers of Tekken 7, the characters are paired with their rival or a connection to the story and developments that's going to come in the game. And in this one we see Brian Fury. But I highly doubt that Brian will be the focus of Nina throughout the story of Tekken 7 and vice versa. So what I'm trying to say is that basically Brian in this trailer is just a placeholder for the real person that Nina will be focused on, or at least has a connection to her. And for story-wise sake, and the most obvious reason I could think of right now is to me Anna Williams. But obviously they couldn't show her right now, not yet, but she will come. You know, after all, Nina and Anna have a fatal retribution to settle with each other. Maybe Anna more with Nina, so I presume when they reveal the trailer of Anna, Nina will be in there too. Makes sense. But you know, from what I see is that Nina was always prepared and is always ready to kick ass just in case things are about to get real f***ed up. And that probably happened at the time when she was wearing this wedding dress. Because look at it, beneath all she's covered up with her deadly assassin gear that she had with her all the time. I mean, just look at her, she's got a fully loaded gun with extra magazines, a red flash grenade, and a CQC knife from Solid Snake that's strapped on her leg. I mean, what do you want more, man? Nina means serious business, and like I said, that tells me that she was prepared for something or someone. Maybe she was on an undercover mission, or acting like an agent, getting herself into the role of another person, getting closer to her target so that she could assassinate him. I'm just speaking out loud, but you get the idea. In any case, whatever it is, the white dress definitely fits her. And by that, I don't mean that she's the type of woman who decides to settle things, forget everything, give up her job, and get married and live a happy life. No way, that's not the Nina I know. There's more to it than just a wedding dress. Don't be fooled by it.
And if you pay close attention to her hand, you'll see that she ain't got no ring on her finger. So yeah, relax guys, she's still single.
Alright, let's talk a bit about the gameplay. First, we see real actual gameplay from Tekken 7 Fated Retribution itself. And it really looks good, man. The environments, lighting, graphics, everything looks so much better. And we also see Nina's moves in action, with several of her screw attacks, as well as new added moves. And also her 3D model itself is hugely improved and differs a lot from the other series. The most noticeable thing is her face.
Because hey, that's the first thing that we noticed and focused our eyes on when we saw her, right?
So it just looks so good to me, very detailed, very feminine, and in my opinion the best version of her to date in a Tekken game. The Nina we know, and I'm very happy with the results they achieved. She just looks so incredible, very deadly and sexy at the same time with that dress, and also, because of it, she looks much younger even though we are moving forward in time. So far, I'm very happy about the graphics of Tekken 7 Fated Retribution, and most noticeably the 3D models, just like with Nina. It just looks so good. I mean, I really proved that shit. You know, but besides from that, the most noticeable thing about Nina's new look is what everybody had on their mind when they first saw it, and that is that she resembles Uma Thurman's character from Kill Bill. And yeah, what else can I add to that more by saying yes, for sure, it looks like that, and that's awesome. I mean, if the bloody fatal dress of Nina resembles that of Kill Bill, then why not go all the way, right? I mean, why not give her that Kill Bill Bruce Lee inspired Game of Death motorbike outfit, fully completed with a black and yellow motorcycle, just like in the movie? Because after all, we've seen Nina kick ass in her motorcycle in the Blood Vengeance movie, so why not? Heck, they can also make a badass intro with that, just like Asuka's in the intro, where she drops in with her bike as her intro pose. But now, Nina comes flying in with her motorcycle and takes off her helmet and says,
"Going somewhere?"
Alright, let's talk a bit more about Nina's new rage arts. Firstly, when I saw it, it looked pretty cool. I mean, remember, this is actually the first full rage art that we're seeing in Fated Retribution for a character. And you'll notice the differences. It gives us a good look at the showcase of the rage art. You know, it's improved with more dynamic camera angles and a far better composition. It just looks good, like a good, quick, short cinematic, you know? Far better directed and improvised than the old rage art showcases of Tekken 7. And by that, I'm looking forward to the other old rage arts as well from the previous characters, but in a new way just like this, because it makes things just more dynamic and more action-packed, you know? Now, on the actual rage art itself of what Nina's doing, you know, I have several doubts on that, and I quite don't know what to think of it until I see it in real gameplay, you know, with life bars. But let me explain, you know, the first impression that I got is alright, but definitely not great for her as a character. After all, she does some crazy ass spinning around her opponent for 6 times, and then she just breaks one arm. I mean, it really looks cool and all, but compared to the other rage arts of the other characters, they are inflicting more damage and are performing more damaging moves with several more punches and kicks. This one just looks so, you know, less damage inflicting. So does this mean that this one arm break, because that's what she basically does, besides the first punch that she does at the beginning of her rage art, is the same damage of around 35 to 40% like the rest of the cast? Because if that's the same range of damage, then it just doesn't compare to the damage of, let's say, Jin's rage art, you know, or any character's rage art. But hey, nonetheless, it looks really cool, but the whole spinning thing, I don't think that fits well with Nina, and I'm hoping she's got another one in store. And the funny thing is that when I watched this rage art for the first time, I noticed about the movement she's making, because it firstly immediately reminded of Eddie Gordo's rodeo spin, you know? That suits Eddie, you know, but this is more like a long version of it. But after having looked at it more, I realized that it's a very, very similar to JC's or Julia's Deja Vu throw. I mean, it's almost like a carbon copy of it, but from different angles, and she's only adding an arm break to it. But nonetheless, like I said, the rage art looks alright to her, but it's not perfect. And it doesn't really fit Nina in my opinion, the whole spinning thing besides the arm break. Also, we can see her new outro pose.
What's done is done.
It looks kind of cool, right? Well, the thing is that it's also very similar to one of Christie's winning poses, not from the Tekken series, but from the DOA series.
遊び相手にもならないね。
What's done is done.
I'm just saying it's very similar, and honestly, I don't care if that's the case, but it looks good on Nina anyway. But I just wanted to point that out. Moving on, I want to talk a bit about the stages that we see in the trailer as well. First, we see the Twilight Conflict stage, like we've seen it in the Fated Retribution trailer from December. And you'll notice it's quite destroyed and more gritty with some dark cross-processed filters added to it. You know, making it more like a post-apocalyptic environment in my opinion. And after that, you also get a first look at the Souk stage,
And to my surprise, the stage also looks quite similar to that of Twilight Conflict. It's the same post-apocalyptic style with the same color tones, but kind of less destroyed. But nonetheless, it surely looks more gritty, dirtier and darker. And this all makes me to think that after all, we've also seen the Mishima Dojo destroyed as well. So one assumption that I have right now that this actually might be the aftermath of those nuclear or rocket striking jets that blew up the city where Akuma is watching it happen. And also, the flying jets to me seem like they are straight from the new and upcoming Ace Combat 7, which makes me to think Tekken 7 and Ace Combat 7, both with 7s, huh? Well, just make it Ace Combat 7 Double Retribution. Which makes me wonder now, are we going to play this mission on Ace Combat 7? Hey, I mean, it's Bandai Namco after all, and Tekken has been present in the series of Ace Combat as well. Anyway, back to Tekken. And finally, let's talk a bit about the soundtrack that we're hearing.
Goodbye. What's done is done.
It already sounds quite different from the rest of the soundtracks that I've heard from Tekken 7. And believe me, I know each track very well. It's more quiet, more slow paced, but it's also like I hear some Electro-Tron vibes in there. It sounds quite good to me, but I need to hear it fully of course. But for now, yeah, it's good, man. Alright guys, in short, I'm really happy with this reveal of Nina Williams. This trailer looks really good and amazing for a Tekken game. I mean the best to date. And I'm very happy with it. And to me it already looks like a full console game ready to be released. And this is just the actual arcade version that will drop later in a few months. And with that, it only means that it will improve even more before hitting consoles, which I highly believe must be and will be for 2016. I've got another Let's Talk video that's going to come about Nina Williams. Yes, that's right. More talking and more Tekken 7. And believe it or not, there might actually be more about her white dress if you think about it. And remember guys, things are getting started pretty well for Tekken 7, and 2016 is going to be a good year for Tekken. I believe that. And with that, I'll be making several new Let's Talk videos about highly demanded topics like the upcoming character roster, the upcoming arcade release, and the console release. So, I'll give you my full thoughts and predictions regarding Tekken 7 for 2016 in those videos to come. And for example, I'll give you an actual breakdown of why characters such as Anna Williams, Li Qiaolang, Lei Wulong, and even Jun Kazama are guaranteed 100% in Tekken 7, just waiting to be revealed, just like how Nina was. But in the meantime, let me know what you think of the recent reveal of Nina Williams for Tekken 7. Did you expect her to be in the game? Did you had high hopes or not? Was it a surprise? Or did you see it coming from all along? And also, what are your other thoughts and opinions about these several topics that I've covered? Express yourself in the comments and let me know. Alright guys, stay tuned right here on my channel for more Tekken 7 Fated Retribution, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
What's done is done.